My presentation is on subsidiary liability for antitrust infringements committed by parent companies. Even though parent company liability has received a lot of attention and there are hundreds of EU court cases discussing this issue, the question of whether a subsidiary can be held liable for an infringement committed by the parent company has rarely been discussed by EU courts. However, this problem comes up much more frequently in the context of private enforcement. The Audiencia Provincial de Barcelona in December of last year placed a request for a preliminary ruling essentially asking whether the single economic unit doctrine provides grounds for extending liability from the parent to a subsidiary, or whether the doctrine applies solely the other way around. The National Court also posed the question of whether the sole criterion for attributing liability should be the exercise of control, or whether national courts may apply other criteria, such as the fact that the subsidiary might have benefited from the infringing acts. The problem is that the vast EU case law on this subject has become a complicated maze. And even though the single economic unit doctrine emerged in the late 60s and 70s, some crucial questions remain unanswered. Namely, it is not yet clear whether liability falls on the parent company because it exercised control over the subsidiary, or because it is part of the same undertaking as the subsidiary involved in the cartel. The court has not yet replied to this preliminary ruling. It is possible that in keeping with its ever-encompassing liability strategy, the court might give us a positive answer and thereby allow the subsidiary to be held liable for the conduct of parent companies. However, I believe, as I shall argue in this presentation, that such solution would represent a violation of the principle of personal liability, and it does not serve any deterrence goal, nor is it dictated by the principle of effectiveness. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you.